Just know that every single time, if you want to bring something new to the table or the bedroom and they say, oh, I've never done that before, they always have. But anyway, okay. So one of mine was I can't even say his name. He has a really complicated name, but way too long. Basically saying, should you at least have to get punched in the face once to know how it feels? I'm sure most guys have been hit in the face, rough housing or whatever. But my answer is like, you don't get used to getting hit in the face. Okay, so if you're used to getting hit in the face, that one time you get hit and it rings your bell, you're not going to be more used to it than if saying you did it all the time. Actually, so no, you don't have to get used to getting hit in the face. It's like telling a Navy SEAL, if you're going to combat, don't you have to know how it feels to get shot? No, you don't. You really don't. I mean, we do spar a lot. We get hit in the head a lot, and especially in the old days, but it is not necessary. When you get hit, your animal instincts will kick in or not. If you have them and they kick in, then that's what a fighter does. If they don't kick in and you shy away and you cower, no matter how many times you get hit in the face, you'll always do that. You don't get used to getting hit. You really don't. So I hope that answers that question. It's like, a SWAT member in the police force, he doesn't have to get used to getting shot. What if he gets shot in a shootout? Yeah. So that's my answer to that one. The other one was the timing. Like, doesn't sparring give you timing? Yes, very light sparring does give you good timing. Drilling does as well. But when I do sparring, I supervise it, and you have to have one or two things, one of them or both of them, but you can't have neither. You have to have really good partners with a lot of control, or you have to have someone supervising all the time. I have both. Like my team, I supervise them very closely when I'm there, but they have very good control. So, and when someone doesn't have good control, he has to be handled. He has to be dealt with. And there's ways we do that. It has been since the beginning of the pit, 1985. Someone wants to go too hard, they will get dealt with. If they go too hard with someone that isn't their equal, if they're above them, like bigger, stronger, or whatever. But we go at a certain degree, like a certain level. Like I'll tell my guys, okay, 3% power, 100% speed. And that way they can get the timing, keeping your hands up, and then go a little harder to the body. But I don't ever do just the body, because then they neglect practicing or deflecting and protecting their face. So if you get used to, like, Kyokushin guys are always just punching the body, they don't tend to defend their face as well. So we let them go like 3% to the face. You still don't want to get hit, even if you're going lighter. And then you can go like 50% to the body. And that makes a good sparring. Because they're still keeping their hands up and moving and working on their timing and their distance and their defense. But they're not getting all beat up. Number one, if you're a martial arts school owner, you want to be the toughest school in town, you're going to lose all your students. You'll be your toughest school in town with like 4 students, and you'll be paying your rent on your dojo working a second job. So, and you don't have to hit hard to be a tough school. We're known as being one of the toughest schools around, and we hardly ever spar anymore. And when we do, it's with control. I'd never let the guys go out and just beat the shit out of each other anymore. We used to do that. And I'm not saying it was good, but that's the way we used to do it. So those are two of my main questions. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them. Jeff Silva. Hey, what's up? What's up, Jeff? Jeff's one of my best friends, guys. Known him forever, like since 1980 something. So that was mainly what I had. You know, the biggest question I get is, if you don't spar hard, are they not going to learn how to hit hard or how to be hit? You don't learn how to be hit. You either have toughness and killer instinct. They're two different things, and fighters have to have both of them if they want to make it to any level. You either have it or you don't. If you don't have it, you'll never have it. I don't care how many times you get punched in the face. If you are not tough, you will never be tough. If you don't have heart, you can't teach heart. You'll never have it. And if you don't have killer instinct, okay, you'll never have that. And sometimes you might have one without the other. If you have killer instinct but no toughness, you'll go after the guy, but then when you get hit, you'll cower, okay? Now, if you're tough as shit, but you don't have any killer instinct, you'll take a lot of punches, but you don't want to hit back, okay? So you have to be able to absorb punishment in a real fight, but you also have to know when to finish your opponent. And if you don't have either one of those two things, if you're missing either one, you'll be an incomplete fighter or a martial artist. This goes for the street too, all right? Thanks for coming, guys. Please share this and let people know. I will be getting on a lot more. Thank you again to Ariel Hawani, who gave me this, who told me about this platform, and it's a really good one. So please comment if you have any. Please share this. Please follow me, subscribe, all this stuff. Thanks for coming.